Hey guys, what's up? As you can see, you're looking at my warrior priest for my Empire army. I still have to get up on that. I got my rule book. I got a whole bunch of stuff marked for purposes of magic, shooting, assaulting, stuff that I feel is important to my Empire army. Okay, so Fritz. Now, this is why I'm making this video. This is for you, Fritz. I saw you needed the help. I'm not sure when you were supposed to be playing that game. I didn't hear it, so hopefully I'm not too late. Hopefully you'll watch it. I don't know, tonight, tomorrow, I don't care really. Just hopefully this helps you out tactically. I don't have a Goblin rulebook, Orcs and Goblins rulebook, so I really can't give you a point value. But to me, it seems like you have about 2,000 points with your heavy supports and stuff. But that's just me guessing. So let's get on to the tactics. Okay, so from what I've seen, you have a lot of Wolf Riders. Place them out in the front. Don't crumple them together. Just spread them out evenly, maybe like one hand size. Take your hand, place it there, maybe 3 fingers, I don't know. Just don't crumple them together just like they're one squad when they're supposed to be 3. Because that really does screw people over big time. Normally just screws the person that's playing the army. Because like one cannonball hit, all of a sudden everyone's running back, and it's terrible. You just lost the whole flank. Okay, so what you want to do, you want to spread them out, and you want to support them with your goblins. I call this overloading the flank. I've heard it a bunch of times. I haven't really tried it, but you will normally be doing this with a horde army. From the times I have tried it, it has worked, but I was not using fantasy. So this is really a 50-50, but when you're playing Orcs and Goblins, everything is 50-50. No matter how well you plan something out, one bad dice roll and everything goes topsy-turvy. It's just how they are. So really, there's no such thing as a 50-50 tactic for the Goblins. So try to overload whichever side you see is weaker. When you're looking at your opponent, that's the first thing you want to do. Look at the opponent's army. Because remember, you're placing one squad at a time. So first off, you're going to be placing each one of your giant Wolf Rider squads while he's placing everything else. So if you see he's got like cannons, guns in the center, cannons on one side, guns, then he's got like some skirmishers or a close combat unit with a hero. Try to find whichever side is weaker. The cannons will most likely crush you, so you don't want to head straight towards the cannon, because you can't really do much. Go for the weak, like that one 10-man unit, skirmish unit that you see there, and he's got like a hero. Maybe he's going to have a hero with him, maybe he's not, I don't know. Try to always go for the weaker side. That's very obvious. I don't have any chariots, so I'm using these two to represent chariots. You're going to have your chariots right up the flank. I've had this happen so many times to me, it's not even funny. You can do this in one of 2 ways. You can have both of them charge up and just like ram the opponent, or you can have them both in different sides and have them run up and just slam into the opponents from the side. Then have your Wolf Riders just charge up and clean up the mess. I would suggest just trying to overload the flank for this one, but if you do want to go a little bit heavier, then yeah, by all means, go with the double. Go with the 1-2 punch. That normally works out best. But for all intensive purposes, I hate when I talk fast. You are overloading one side. Now with your magic, remember, magic is crucial in fantasy. Even though most likely you'll be winning or losing the game in the movement or the assault phase. You have to make sure that your magic is good enough so that you won't be taken off the board in the first 2 turns. So you're taking this magic, maybe a Lord of Beast or whatever, to boost up both sides. Here, because this side's weaker, you need to boost them up more. Very simple, very logical. Over here, these guys are bigger, they have the numbers on their side, you don't need to boost them up as much. Send them into battle, and just pray. They're goblins, there's not like, you're not going to have a squad with 3 up armor save. Remember, the fanatics always help you out. Have that large swarm coming at you, all of a sudden fanatics jump on out, start killing stuff. It's fun. And then over here, with this side, the weaker flank, you're going to have your catapults. That the flying goblin one and everything else on this side. You want to shoot it more towards the center. Don't have them in the center, because then everything from all corners shoot at it. From this corner, and this corner. You put them over here, this corner, and the center can shoot at it. But this can shoot at all the corners. That right there is why long range is important. So you're going to be shooting it straight in the center, because what you want to do is the #1 thing that people always get mixed up. People start shooting at the sides, try to crumple the opponent into one ball, and then have just like overswarm them. No, you want to split them up into 2 groups, because once an army is split up, all of a sudden you're playing 2 different games. It's like he has 2 different armies which are both weaker than they were together, and you're still playing your strong attacking force. So shoot at the center, try to have some squads run off the table, because you have the firepower you have the capability of doing that. So I'd suggest taking advantage of that long range. So that's all I gotta say. So review, real quick. Riders in the front, overswarm whichever side you see is weaker. Have your chariots charge up, either both on one side or one on each side, to kind of just tag along towards the center, while your heavy weapons shoot at the center. Boost up your magic. Weaker side needs more boosting than the bigger side. Heavy weapons in a corner shooting at the center to try to split them up. That right there is really when you want to use the double tactic. Once you start completing that, if you can see that you're going to be breaking them, try to have like a chariot run over or or start off that way, because once this is broken into 2, all of a sudden you just have 2 chariots charging up and causing havoc on both sides. So that's really your choice. I like staying them both on one side, just to really crush off one side and have my opponent stuck in a corner, and then just charge in that way. But it's your choice. If you want to overload and just come crashing and killing, then go with the double. So then have your goblins just for that visual aid. Your goblins most likely will not be doing anything against a good SARS heavy army. Your wolves will, your catapults will, your magic will, your chariots will, but your goblins most likely will not. And a word of advice for anyone who plays against the lizardmen: stegodons are cheesy. Simple, plain and simple. Stegodons are cheesy. Having an army with like 4 stegodons, 3 engines of the god, Slon, and Master Mundi or whatever guy you want to take, and just taking some skinks as troops because you need to, that is just BS, and I hate that. I hate anyone who does that. And yes, I'm talking through experience. There's like 5 Lizardman players who do that in my store, and I really hate it. So Fritz, good luck with your game, and hopefully this tactic helped. So talk to you later.